I think yesterday was needed. It was a wake-up call.
Lifelong civil rights activist and local trailblazer Jim Felder has made fighting oppression his life's work. In 1963, as a 24-year-old in the Army, he was ordered to stand guard in Washington, D.C. during Martin Luther King's infamous March on Washington.
So they had the military, all the law enforcement in the D.C. area on high alert. I was sitting on the banks of the Potomac River looking behind the Lincoln Memorial. 250,000 people came to town. By 7 o'clock, they were all gone. Not one arrest was made in D.C. at the time.
6 decades later, Felder was given the opportunity to celebrate the March on Washington, this time as one of the thousands who showed up to march.
It was interesting. This time there were more young people there than there were 60 years ago. And that was pleasing to see that young folk concerned about the struggle, concerned about where we are today.
He sees some progress being made in those 60 years here in South Carolina.
In 1963, we only had 8 black elected officials in the whole state. We only had 50,000 black registered voters in South Carolina in 1963. Today, we've got over 1 million.
However, he adds the celebration also gave him an opportunity to think about what hasn't changed in the fight he is still a part of.
But now you're running into more subtle kinds of things you really can't see. And it's more involved at the racial level. Just under the surface, racism is trying to raise its head again.
He says the best thing everyone, especially the younger generations, can do as a country is educate ourselves and, most importantly, vote.
The information is there, but we're just not spreading it enough. We're spreading garbage on the internet. I'm hoping that that generation will get us out of the muck and mud we're in today.
In Columbia, Nate Stanley, News 19, WLTX.